Alright, Sonic and Shadow Generations. I gotta say, what a treat that we are in for. I definitely have some thoughts, and I definitely have some first impressions. Let's go. Alright, so before I jump into this video's main topic, I just want to give a few disclaimers first. These are obviously my own opinions, right? Feel free to agree, feel free to disagree. If you have any thoughts or concerns or whatever, feel free to comment in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to read any of your guys' thoughts as long as it's expressed in a civilized manner. Also, I am not a Sonic channel, okay? I love Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is my favorite video game character of all time. Sonic is one of my favorite game series of all time, right? But I'm not a Sonic channel, right? I'm a game collector. Mostly the stuff that I'm post is my thoughts on different games, just different game collecting things, just really a little bit of game related stuff here and there, just throwing up my thoughts, sharing my comments, all that good stuff, right? But if for whatever reason game collecting happens to be a topic that you are interested in, feel free to subscribe because I definitely plan to upload more videos related to game collecting along with other game related topics in the future, and feel free to hit the like button if at any point you happen to enjoy this video. It helps boost it in the YouTube algorithm, helps people, you know, discover me and discover video content such as this. Now, with jumping into this video's main subject, right? I have been a Sonic the Hedgehog fan ever since I was like a legit little kid, right? Sonic the Hedgehog is literally my favorite video game character of all time. Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite video game of all time too. When Sonic Generations first came out back in 2011, I was blown away by it, right? I thought it was an awesome game, especially right after Sonic Colors, Sonic Unleashed. It really felt like Sonic Team really had an idea of what was beginning to work with Sonic, and it felt like the Sonic franchise was beginning to move in the right direction, especially after that long period of, in my opinion, very hit or miss titles when it came to quality, right? Now, today we finally got the announcement trailer of Sonic Shadow Generations. I saw people posting memes of it at first on Twitter, and I was just thinking, like, is this like a meme or whatever, or just, I don't know, some kind of like thing that's going on, right? But as it turns out, it's actually a game that's going to be released later this year, right? When watching the trailer, I was impressed by it. Don't get me wrong. I was very impressed by it, by the fact of like, hey, it shows like past levels and past boss battles of Shadow from back in the past, of different like levels and bosses that he's fought before in previous Sonic titles, right? I thought that was super cool. My impressions, I gotta say, so far of Sonic and Shadow Generations is, I think it's a very cool concept. I like it. I'm definitely planning to pick it up day one. It looks like a game that I would actually be legitimately interested in. However, to me, looking at it, I am kind of wondering, like, how much more content is going to be in this title compared to the previous installment of Generations, which was almost like 13 years ago now, since we're in 2024, and it was released back in 2011, right? So it's been quite a while since the game was released. Personally, what I would like to see with the upcoming Sonic Generations game with Shadow in it, right? What I personally would like to see is not only, you know, the new experience of playing these levels as Shadow and you know, going back to fight like the Bio Lizard, and like going back to play through some of these previous titles that we've seen, and obviously Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure 2 and all that, right? That is cool. I'm all over that, right? But what I also think should be done, at least me personally, right? You know, now since we've basically had a 13-year gap between where we're at now and where Sonic Generations was released, you know, there's been Sonic Forces, there's been Sonic Boom, there's been Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Mania, right? So there's been some Sonic titles that have definitely been released since Sonic Generations, right? And I know I'm skipping over a few, right? What I would like to see is, not only do you get the extension of Shadow the Hedgehog and all that good stuff being thrown into Sonic Shadow Generations, right? I would like to see SEGA and Sonic Team build upon, you know, not only the original Sonic Generations, which I would assume is going to be in Sonic and Shadow Generations, right? You know, the main storyline of Sonic Generations, plus you get like the Shadow the Hedgehog segment, right? You know, I would like to see the story built on more, right? Or like have like the main story of Sonic Generations kind of stretched out further, right? Since, in my opinion, like I said, Sonic Generations was a short game, but it was a good game. It was a game that I genuinely liked. What I would like to personally see is more Sonic levels and more classic Sonic levels too. So I'd like to see in like some levels from like, you know, like Sonic Frontiers. Yes, I know it's not as good and as well received as like, say, Sonic Frontiers or whatever, right? But I would like to see more built upon that, right? So like, obviously the last Sonic game that was kind of had like some representation in Sonic Generations was Sonic Colors. So, you know, I'd like to see some levels from like Sonic Lost World, Sonic Boom, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Mania, Sonic Frontiers, and all that. Sonic Forces, right? I can't keep track if I said Frontiers twice or Forces twice. Forgive me for repeating myself, but you get the idea, you get the gist of it, right? I would personally like to see SEGA and Sonic Team build upon that, right? I think that would be really cool. That would add for some more content. I think that would, you know, stretch out the story of Sonic Generations, right? Where not only do you get to experience these new levels with classic Sonic and modern Sonic, and you also get to experience the new Shadow levels, right? But, you know, it gives for some more content where to a game that, in my opinion, that had a relatively short story. So, no, there's not really a lot of information that was poured out today. Yes, we got the announcement trailer, but basically from what I've seen and what was shown today, those are my thoughts that I would like to express when it comes to Sonic and Shadow Generations. Let me know what you guys think. What would you like to see out of Sonic and Shadow Generations when it comes out later this year? Please let me know. I would be very interested to see what's on everybody else's mind. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like. Helps boost it in the YouTube algorithm. If there's any more Sonic related content that you would like me to cover in the channel, even though I definitely plan to make this more of a game related channel overall and a game collecting channel, let me know if you happen to have any ideas of things that you would like to see in the future of my channel when it comes to Sonic content or game related content. Either way, I will accept feedback and recommendations related to those topics. But anyway, that's all I gotta say when it comes to this video's topic. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be catching you guys in the near future.